Crazy Talks with Wise People. Once again, Mary Angela Tuck, your host for today. Well, always and always. We have another, this guest is his second time to be with us because he's so knowledgeable about international law, most specifically in taking good care of our children, protecting our children during this internet era. His face looks common, right? If you've watched his our episode last week, then you must already have known him. Last week, the show was entitled "When Is Your Like?" Oh, when does your like becomes a crime? So today again, sequel part two, we will be talking about protecting children in the digital age. He is very knowledgeable, and don't leave the podcast because he will tell you how to protect your children during this digital age. He is an international lawyer, and he has got a lot of accomplishments in terms of international law. He's so successful in his field. He is also vice president of Global Justice Intelligence Eyes Incorporated, and he is an expert on global legal strategies. In fact, while Women of Wisdom is now working with them, they volunteer, their precious time just to be able to help humanity. Because he is, I like what I've said, he's an expert on global legal strategy and ethical leadership in law. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, it is we are so honored that he really spends time, with us. He's a very busy lawyer because, in Spain, I think they call it abogado de campanilla, which means that, like a lawyer with a bell, which means that, everywhere he goes, he rings a bell. He's very famous. But he is here with us, sharing his precious time for free, just to allow us to learn how to protect our children during this internet age. Attorney Giovanni Marotta. Sir,
Thank you, Dr. Mary. Okay.
thank you so
Okay.
much, sir.
Thank you for your introduction. So I'm going to share a little bit about what I saw through LinkedIn. It was a post of one of my contacts, Bianca Garibaldi.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was related to Sanji. Sanji or Sangi, it's like an app. That
Ah,
Yes, an app. Sangi is an app.
Sangi.
Sangi, yeah, that's correct. Sangi is an app. Isn't the pro
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, yeah,
What about that app?
yeah, the
Aha.
yes, it's an app. The problem here is they use encrypt. Sangi there are many of them among them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Someone
Bianca,
told me to download this before.
yeah, Bianca uses like she in her post in LinkedIn, she uses like an example, but there are a lot
This one? Is
yeah,
it this
Sangi,
one?
yeah, and there are a lot of apps that use they use like encrypted. So so
This
the
one, is it the, oh no, no, no. No, I remember Sangi,
yes,
Sangi, right? Yeah.
yes,
Uh-uh.
and the problem here is that
You can show it. I'm going to share the hosting with you.
okay.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so uh about Sangi is that they use they are encrypted apps. So the problem here is that when they use encrypted information, you cannot know the other person who is interacting with you who is who.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is very useful for predators.
Hold on, hold on. I think I've experienced using Sangi. Someone told me because this hacking thing.
Yeah.
So someone told me to use Sangi so that we don't get hacked or we don't get spied on, you know, by what. And I think I downloaded that app, and
Yeah,
indeed, you know, they
yeah.
give you a
The
new
app,
number.
yeah,
They
Sangi
give
is
you a
an
new
app like
number.
Telegram, like WhatsApp, like the other one
Mm.
that is very popular also. It's
WeChat, Kakao Talk,
yes,
you know, mm.
Viber. But the problem
Viber.
here with Sangi is that the it's like it's an encrypt. It's use is a misuse of encrypt an anonymous
Yes,
message. You know,
yes.
it's not the only one, but there are too many. But they are use
Tell me more about like Sangi. What else?
yeah, no, there are, I don't know. There
There are
probably
a lot.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
there are many others. You can do
Mm-hmm.
a search. So the problem about these apps is that online they are used by online
By criminals,
yeah, online predators because
scammers,
yeah, scammers. No, but more is
pedophiles,
yeah, more is for online predators, I
sex
think.
traffickers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, online predators and everything about that to use communication and also to I don't know to do their stuff. So these platforms in such a point were designed to
Excuse me,
offer.
attorney. We
Yeah.
cannot see your entire handsome face.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem here. There's something about my yeah, yeah,
uh, uh, a little higher. We can only see
yeah.
from
Whoa, it's something. Oh, here. Yeah,
uh we can only
yeah.
see from here.
Okay, so here. Okay, yeah, put it on.
There.
Yeah, excellent. Well, something
Okay.
about my laptop
No,
can.
we,
Yeah,
we we can only see from here.
yeah.
Uh
So right now, better.
that's much better. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. Okay.
So yeah, the idea of about these apps was to offer some kind of privacy and security, right?
Mm.
However, that kind of privacy and security for the users are sometimes increasingly exploited to facilitate and traceable communications. So you can hinder law enforcement's efforts to prevent and prosecute child abuse. So
Ah. Uh-huh.
yeah, so there need to be made some there need to make so that's the problem. So there is a need to make some policy recommendations. The first one is to develop and implement laws that mandates tech companies to incorporate safety measures without compromising encryption. Okay, I offer you, you want to have more private communication. However, I need to do some measures that the information that you are um, passing through the communications using my system, it doesn't it is not related to a crime, right?
Yeah.
So and the mandatory obligations to detect and report child sexual abuse material while
Mm.
per preserving user privacy. So that's there is no, I mean, there is no breach about the privacy, preserving user privacy over reporting child sexual abuse material. There is no there's over there there is no, I mean, there is no trespassing about the about confidentiality or anything about that. Also,
Ah.
what is needed is to have international collaboration. That is,
Right.
yeah,
International
yeah,
collaboration.
it's important.
How can
So,
we solve this? Like for example, Sangi and all this. How
well,
can we have them closed?
yeah, with international collaboration is foster global cooperation among law enforcement agency. Well, that's something that they have been that over the past 15 years they have been working through Interpol,
Sir, I
yeah,
think
FBI,
you're
Europol, and
uh
yeah, and the
uh
other,
we
and the
cannot see you again. We
yeah,
cannot see your entire face again.
yeah. So yeah, yeah, something, yeah. Here
All
am
right.
I. Yeah,
Okay.
but there are, the Interpol, Europol, the FBI. They have been they have been working together, since the past, I don't know, 15 or 20 years when
Yeah,
child.
but nothing is happening.
No, it happens. You need to enter to the web pages of these agencies
Mm-hmm.
Because the effort is there, but also there needs to be, from the private sector, um, uh, um, for example, tech companies, and also international organizations,
Mm-hmm.
to share intelligence and best practice for combating online child sexual exploitation. Also, what is needed is to accountability measures. There need to be clear accountability measures for tech companies to fail to take the reasonable steps to prevent their platforms from being used for child of any kind for child exploitation. This
Mm-hmm.
could involve penalties or legal action for non-compliance with safety regulations, and also to have a public awareness campaign launching. For example, ECPAT International is it's
So
they have been.
okay,
For
I
example,
understand. Okay,
for
public
example, there's
awareness campaign.
yes, there's an there
How can this be implemented, and who will be implementing this?
well, for example, for example, there is an NGO that is ECPAT International that do a lot of work against child sexual abuse. They are based in Thailand,
Mm.
and they have launched
Ah,
many initiative to educate. Also, if you follow them through LinkedIn, you can see all their campaigns related to educating parents, educators, and children's about the risk in general related to child sexual abuse. However,
ah,
in this frame that we are talking about today,
mm.
the aim needs to be um, the education related to the risk associated with certain apps,
13
and the
apps
importance, yes, the certain apps and the importance of online safety.
online.
So yeah, so what we need to also to understand is that there um there have been since 2000 yeah, see 2020 up to
Mm,
here,
mm,
there have been a lot of legal frameworks related to improve the online safety. For example, 2 years ago we have the UK Online Safety Act that impose a duty of care on online platforms to protect users,
mm,
especially children, from harmful content.
mm,
Also, we have in Australia we have the Safety Commissioner's Standard. This is a mandate in Australia related to tech companies
mm.
they have the mandate to detect and remove harmful content, including child sexual abuse material, without undermining encryption. Also this mandate, in Australia, related to tech companies, they have to also to detect and remove um as I explained, they have this mandate, they have this mandate. If they detect it, they have to check it out, delete it, and automatically inform the authorities. And also there
Okay, let me interrupt. Inform the authorities. What are the authorities doing?
no,
We cannot see you
there
again.
is a
We
special
cannot see
unit.
your mouth again.
Yeah, there is a special unit. There is a special unit in each law enforcement agency related to child sexual abuse material. And they work, and it's a very patient work because hackers, because all these guys that are online predators, they know how to cover their steps. So it's not easy to. I mean, it takes time to tackle down one of these guys.
Mm,
It's not like the movies. It's very, it's it's like a brain surgery. You need to go step by step because at some point they detect they probably will be catch up, or they are observed, they will disappear. So the important thing here is not only to catch the guy, the predator.
mhm,
The important thing here also is to catch the material, because every image has like a footprint. You know where this image was, you know, downloaded, where in which computer, on which IP started from where. So it's very important not only to catch the predator, but also the like the evidence, because each photo or video, they have like a footprint. So with that footprint, these special units can, you know, can make they can follow up and do the much broader, you know, investigation, and to connect with other countries, you know.
So
So
are there, I
mhm,
mean, except for the high profile
mhm.
crimes, uh we well except for the high profile crimes, we really have not heard much about, the progress or the success of this human trafficking or um
No, also what there is related to human trafficking. Well, we need to go to the web pages of the agencies that are working, the law enforcement international
ah
agencies that are doing these cases, so we can do the follow up, because they there is like they put on their web pages the information about the about what is how these um they have a lot of information over there, so you can download it and use it.
I see.
So
Okay,
also,
so
for example,
mhm,
there is organizations. Its name is one moment please. Out of here, it's Global Initiative
mhm,
Against Transnational Organized Crime,
mhm.
and they publish, and through their webpage, they had a lot of information related not only to human trafficking. They have smuggling, illicit trades, commerce, and they have a lot of publications related to international crimes, even to international, you know, crimes, and also to war crimes. For example, they have I'm seeing here in on their webpage, the last the last you know, publication is from yesterday, and it says who is making Russian drones, for example.
Mhm,
There, and then you have another interesting, is the one from April 13,
mhm,
2025.
mhm.
Odessa, an oasis for organized crime. So they have they do a lot of research.
Okay.
So
But
this
this has not been publicized, right?
no, it's policy. You need to go to their webpage. It's the Global
I mean,
Initiative.
not being taken, not being what I mean, not being taken by big mass media entities and
No,
not
no, because
broadcast.
they do their work. They have their webpage. There is a they have their seminar. They have also their um
Okay.
yes.
What is the what
I
is
will share you with you the webpage so you can see it.
all right. Okay, yep,
Yes.
that would be nice. Okay, so aside from safeguarding our children, from these apps, um, what else? What other measures can we do to safeguard or protect our children during this digital era?
No, well, the first the first thing that we need to do is it's first we need, as always said, is we need to see predators like enemies of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
So 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 we can justify exceptional legal measures against these pedophiles that exploit encrypted
Yeah, like
lawful.
pedophiles using
Yes, yes,
tangi
for child
or
abuse.
encrypted
Uh,
message.
we need to apply for robust legal tools to
Say that
incapacitate.
again, please. What kind of tools?
We have to any we have to have robust legal tools, you know.
Yeah,
Ye-
robust
Yes,
legal tools.
yes, to
Right.
incapacitate and detect such actors, ensuring they cannot exploit technological safeguards to commit these heinous crimes.
Or maybe,
Yeah,
um, not
yes,
only,
because for example, while
mm,
encryption is
mm,
vital for protecting privacy,
right.
it must not become a shield for perpetrators of child sexual exploitation or other type of crime, human trafficking or whatever, you know. So so we need to do like a balanced approach that upholds individual rights while
Mm-hmm.
implementing stringent measures against
Mm-hmm.
misuse, this kind of type of against the misuse
Mm,
of technology, you know.
mm,
So it's not only a work for it's a work it's you know it's we need to the work from legal professionals, uh
mm,
policymakers, scholars,
mm.
and also
And maybe cell phone manufacturers, maybe.
and no, and also the people who are in the tech, in
Yeah,
the tech in the
in the
tech
tech and in industry. Yeah,
yes, so they can collaborate to develop and enforce frameworks to protect children in this in our
yeah,
given
yeah,
society.
yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
think so. So your group is already doing this. I
No,
mean,
what no, my group what we are doing in global justice intelligence size, we are doing we have two like we have works from because I'm the I am
because you are
also
into laws, right? So
yeah, so we
yeah,
are doing we are searching for funding for two projects.
you're searching for funding
Yes,
for
yes, we also
for
yes, we are searching for funding for um we have two projects, two main projects from my part that I'm in charge of the child committee in protect the child protection committee
okay.
of
All
our
right.
organization.
Uh-huh.
We have two projects here. One is related to one moment, please. Um, uh, yeah, we have we are right now we started within our organization a campaign, an international funding campaign related to our project. One is justice for children in conflict. We are going to start with all the children that have been kidnapped in Ukraine from Russia from the Russian government. So
Yeah.
we have that, and also we have another research project, but uh, also we are trying to to search for funding over that project. It's the project is titled. One moment, please. Mm, Here. Where is it? Yeah, it's the project is related to the title is addressing exploitation in the adult film industry, legal frameworks and strategies for prevention and accountability. You know, it's so it's under that's the title of the research project. That is it's the umbrella of also for child sexual abuse material online. So also we are searching for that. So
Ah.
we are yeah we have we need to have a meeting the board of with the board of
Mm,
directors
mm,
this month, so so they can approve the fundraising campaign.
I
So
see.
mhm.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is a very noble pursuit that you and your group is doing. How about from your end, in your from your private, from the vantage point of your private practice, um, what laws have you written and have you suggested to any country or to ICC because you've got connection with the International Tribunal?
Well, well, with the ICC, we through the the only connection that I have with the ICC was about 3 years ago.
Mm,
Well, through rest in peace, Professor Milton Aour.
mm,
He I used to work with him
ah,
in ICR Justice Africa. There was an NGO. I
Mm.
was with them before joining Global Justice Intelligence Side,
Ah, ah.
and we with Professor Milton, we were more involved in international law,
Mm,
international criminal law.
mm,
So what I've done from the work that I have done from my private sector, well, it was litigating international parental child abductions
mm,
cases.
mm, mm,
I've started in 2018 with with this organization that was working with the name of this organization, and you will is the International Criminal Court against child kidnapping.
mm, mm,
I worked with them till 2020, and then I have litigated private by during COVID. I
mm,
also have litigated cases related to international parental child kidnapping.
mm.
Because yeah,
So you're really solid into, you know,
yeah, and
solid,
yes,
solid,
and
solid. You're pro children.
yeah,
That
yeah,
has been your calling and your, maybe the legacy that you're going to leave in the next generation.
yes,
So
that's
you've
correct.
been really working with NGOs and with governments
Yeah,
to help, parents protect their children.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's correct.
wow. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. And you've been doing this for years now.
Yeah, I've been yes. So through my legal practice, I have been doing some kind of yeah. When I have I have with American Bar in 2022. It was a
Mm-hmm.
it was a short term research. It was related to unconfined children's
Mm-hmm.
migrants from Venezuela to the U.S. So
Ah,
that was
oh.
they were passing through Colombia. So I did
Mm-hmm.
for the American bar, I did
Mm-hmm.
a consultancy related to the matter.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a short-term consultancy. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they always have been related to children.
The
So
children.
yeah,
Oh.
so the project here that what we are trying to do in global justice intelligence eyes is try
Mm-hmm.
the first project that we have is this one related um to the related to Ukrainian kidnapped children, you know. So
Yeah,
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 because also
yeah.
if you there was it was a very interesting post from this lady.
Mm-hmm.
So also a very nice lady. She shared some kind of information her
Mm-hmm.
organization have been doing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
was I don't remember this 45 rights, Madeline. Yeah, from it was a post that was from this lady Irina
Mm-hmm.
Kopanitsia. I don't know. I'm spelling in the goods because she's from Ukraine. Like about a week ago, she published a post of Ukrainian children are supposed to be sold in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a very I do some kind of research about what she posts in LinkedIn that and it so well she's from Ukraine and then she shared with me some kind of information through the LinkedIn through the post so I can download it related to Ukrainian children kidnapped during the wartime.
Mm.
So probably we need to do some kind of research, as I recommend. Uh, so if this is true, I mean, this is horrible. You know that they have kidnapped children from
The Russians had kidnapped
yeah,
children
the children
from
from Ukraine, and they are just selling them to
selling them.
yeah here. According to the post of this lady, she Irina Kopanitsia, I don't know I'm spelling right her last name. She said she found a video through the internet, right through YouTube. It was the post by Elena Mati, Facebook post originally, and it says this. I came across a video of a Russian pseudo-liberal blogger who was interviewed on the topic of wild parties in Dubai, and in general, all the dirt there. Another Russian woman, a so-called human rights activist, calmly talked about the growing trafficking trade of underage girls in wartime, who are sold to lose their virginity
Mm.
and into pedophile networks
Oh no.
in the UAE. After
Oh no.
listening more carefully and analyzing, I add a video fragment in comments. It became horrifying and clear. Taking about they are talking about our Ukrainian children kidnapped from the occupied territories. And
Mm.
no indignation, only indifferent detachment. These Russian women did not even dare to say out loud that they were talking about Ukrainian children and not just during wartime. The traffic of children for pedophilia in Dubai increased. And then she puts, I will also leave a link to the video in the comments. I
Mm.
once investigated a published in our Forbes on the topic of pornography, and since then I have been keeping my finger on the pulse of these topics.
Mm.
Um, I will say that it absolutely frankly, I'm completely unsure of the reliability of the source. Maybe this is a specific clue, maybe just the actors of the burnout theater. But I'm sure of one thing, Russia could have thought of such a thing to take out and sell our children to rich perverts in Dubai. That is why I want to raise this topic today, understanding its social importance because they are silent about it. We
Mm.
Ukrainians will not forget this predatory cruelty. We will find justice for those who sell our children, for those who buy and abuse our children, and for those who enrich themselves on their misfortune. I hope that our Ukrainian Mossad has already been created somewhere. So that she's trying to talk about to some kind of intelligence service in Ukraine. No?
Mm. Mm.
So so yeah, I also I comment about this post. So I raise an urgent concerns, because the reading video that she shares, I
So
don't know
how
if
do you help? How do
huh?
you help these people now?
No, that well because also because the only way
Wait, we cannot see you anymore again.
no, yes, I went down my shirt.
You're sinking.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
sinking.
yeah, thinking, yeah, because of leather I'm going to think.
Mm.
Um, the way is that we have this project.
So you're,
Um,
yeah. My goodness. Can you still sleep? You have a lot of,
yeah, yeah,
aside from your advocacy, you still do your private practice.
no, I'm right now I'm focused 100% on this, trying to I'm focused right now on 100% on trying to push forward this project, um related to child abuse, related to the
The human trafficking, the
yeah,
child abuse.
related to the kidnapped children in Ukraine, that's
Mm.
that's where
That's more difficult because you will be working in a war zone. And if
but
they were already sold somewhere in Russia,
yeah,
how
yeah,
can you
but
trace
when
them?
yeah, but we need to yeah, the title of the project is the forcible transfer and deportation of children during the Russo-Ukrainian War, a legal and jurisprudential inquiry,
Yeah.
So what we are trying to do here is it's first what constitutes a forcible transfer of children
Mm.
under international law, and how does it apply to the abduction? What constitutes forcible transfer and international law, and how
Mm.
does it apply to the abduction of Ukrainian children during the conflict?
Mm.
And the other key question that we have is
Mm.
international accountability. What precedents exist for prosecuting similar acts as war crimes, crimes against humanity, or genocide?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Universal jurisdiction, how have national courts apply universal jurisdiction to prosecute crimes against children in conflict settings,
Mm,
and preventive and remedial mechanisms. But
mhm.
international mechanisms could prevent similar violations in future conflicts, So yeah, we have the law,
Mhm.
we have the Fourth Geneva Convention,
Mhm.
Articles 49 and 50, then we have the Convention on Prevention and
So
Punishment
how
of.
do you track down? So that is in collaboration with the Interpol or the FBI.
No,
Something
no,
like
this is a war crime. I mean, this is that's I mean the in the indictment of in one of the indictments that this have been against Putin uh, it was last year. It appeared the in the indictments it appears
that. Mhm.
the information the about the kidnap of these children.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
how
heard this too.
the prosecutor office is coordinating with the Interpol
Mm.
another agencies related to how to follow where these kids
Yeah,
were
yeah,
sent,
yeah.
so they can be returned.
Mm.
So
All
that's the
right.
point.
Yeah, so wow, you're doing a lot for humanity. And yeah, for those who'd like to donate out there, yeah, J GJIE, they're really doing a lot. They're also helping us out, with some of our projects in Kenya, like femicide in Kenya, and issues of child trafficking in Scotland and in Australia. So for those of you who may want to help them out with, funds, you may contact mm, attorney Giovanni,
They can
attorney
they
Joe.
they, they can also visit our webpage,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We will be putting their webpage down below. And for those who would like to donate, please do donate to their cause because they're very helpful. You know what? Because we women here, we're all women and we needed the help of men, of course. And when we needed help, they did not bat any eyelash. They did not bat an eye. They told us they asked to meet with us right away and have an initial meeting. So we will have
Yes,
our second meeting again, and hopefully we will be able to help again, um, curtail human trafficking, or children's trafficking, and help Kenya and Africa with our issue of femicide, with the help of GJIE. And my very first contact is actually attorney Giovanni Marotta, and he's got a very, very soft heart for humanity. So, sir, we have 3 minutes more to go. Attorney Marotta, thank you so much. May God bless you, um, with everything that you need, especially excellent health, because you will be needing a lot of. I think you'll be needing you'll be needing very healthy body in doing this. I think because you will be doing a lot of research and you will be coordinating a lot, and yeah, you do a lot of think tanking as far
yes,
as curtailing the social problems is concerned. And I'm so happy that there are people who are still in love with humanity, just like you and your team. All right, so are there anything else that you would like to tell our viewers regarding your advocacy, regarding your fundraising?
well, the only is you can visit our webpage. So what we are doing,
Mm-hmm.
also to support. If you want to collaborate, you can contact us for runs for the funding, and to follow UK School of Transformational Leadership and Success Management,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a very useful portal. I mean, I've been searching the interviews done by Dr. Mary, and yeah, it's a very useful tool. We need to help each other.
Yeah.
We need to collaborate, so we can accomplish what we are trying to do to have a better world and a secure world for our children.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching us. And I hope you were able to. I'm just going to wrap it up a little bit. According to attorney Giovanni Marotta, you have to check check your children's phone. If they do have some, you call that encrypted apps like Sangi and many other, you have to delete it because it's dangerous. It's
Yes.
dangerous. All right. So thank you so much. If you have more questions, you can just send us a PM down below. And attorney, he's in our network, so he will be easily he can easily answer all your queries regarding this matter. Don't take this for granted because it is very important. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
Attorney Giovanni Marotta. And I'm looking forward to a very fruitful, and I cannot wait to see human trafficking stopped totally.
Yeah.
Femicide, if not less than 50%, at least less than 90%.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, sir, thank you. Would you like to say goodbye to our viewers?
Yes, goodbye to your viewers. Have a nice weekend and keep keep healthy. Always keep positive, even though we are seeing, many bad things, but we need to keep our positive we have to have a positive mind, that everything is going to be overcome. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you, TGIF. Thank you, sir. Bye for
Thank you.
now. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.